From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
It's a big evening here on Evenings Crypto with exciting news about the top cryptocurrencies you need to pick in 2021. I'll be going over the top coins to invest in cryptocurrency, which crypto positions are big winners today, and which could be big winners tomorrow. We'll anticipate where the market's going up or down, and we'll be looking at everything from altcoins to the stable coins, and everything that may give you a lot of returns in a very short period of time. We'll be looking at why the market had a strange series of events today, rallying with a series of coins early on, and then later falling apart. It's very peculiar, but we will go through all the analysis. We will be looking at coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum to start off, and then, of course, the Doge. But then we will be looking at coins that will give you an opportunity to flip, like Polygon and Decentraland, and also LivePeer, which has been on a tear today. We'll also be looking at exchanges and understanding how to anticipate buying opportunities that you may not see on air, but may see later in the day. We'll go through 3 trading practices that you have options and considerations of what to do, and understand how from anywhere from a beginner to an advanced buyer can make a lot of money by following certain strategies. And this is Evenings Crypto. How are you? Thank you for joining me. If you have not subscribed, make sure you do. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record in 1 year for a reason, the fastest growing cryptocurrency channel. Next stop, 1 million viewers. I go over all the coins, all the techniques, and I go over things for beginners to advance. I go over the platforms starting as simple as $20 investing, all the way up to something stronger, risk adverse, risk tolerant. I go over everything you need to know, starting with the basics. And let's go to where the market is right now. It was a peculiar day in which coins were generally up throughout the day. If you looked at the charts, they were green. Coins were up. But here's what you need to know. So a lot of coins took a very bad hit yesterday, and they're still below the levels. And my 2 market indicators that suggest where the market is going are still under the thresholds. Yes. So let's start with them. How do I know if the market's going up or going down? I use 2 benchmarks only on this channel. My benchmarks that I personally use are the following. 1, if Bitcoin is 35,000 or less for more than 24 hours, I say we're potentially going lower. If Ethereum is 2,500 or less for 25 hours or more, I say we're going lower. Either 2 events. What's going on? Let's take a look. This is what you're looking at is the Gemini platform. It's Gemini.com. It's free to use. And we're going to start with Bitcoin. There you go. This is Gemini.com. You can go to that website right now. It is free to use, and you click on prices, and it'll show you Bitcoin. Here's Bitcoin's chart. On the right is a series of charts, 24-hour, 7 days, 3 months. We're looking at today, the first chart. And you're watching my mouse as I go down the chart. So we went as low as I go down the chart. You see the price is changing. So we went as low as 32,000 today. So we're clearly under my threshold. What were we doing yesterday? We were under my threshold yesterday as well. So Bitcoin is under my $35,000 threshold. Let's go to Ethereum. Here's Ethereum. This is also on Gemini. And Ethereum is clearly under my threshold. So what does that mean? It means that we're going potentially lower. Now, here's another thing you need to know. If you watch me every day, then you see when I repeat myself. And I said that yesterday. And I said this the day before. So we have been under these thresholds now for a few days. And we have rarely been above the thresholds for more than 24 hours. Warning signal. Warning signal. You only have to be under one of the thresholds for me to be concerned for 24 hours. And we have been under both of the thresholds for now several days. Yeah. We, when using these 2 coins as an indicator, are suggesting that we're not going much higher and we could be going much lower. So be patient on your buy side. First, how do you find these coins? People say, which coins are you looking at? Bitcoin, Ethereum. So pull up the Gemini website. And here's an example. You go to the Gemini website and it says prices, coins. The first one was Bitcoin. The second one was Ethereum. That's as simple as we do. Here are the list of coins. What I always recommend viewers to do is just get used to names. Bitcoin. You may know the name Bitcoin. Maybe you don't know the name Ethereum. Click on the Ethereum and get used to seeing numbers for Ethereum. 2,500, 2,300. You get used to seeing numbers. It's a little bit like sports. If you know how a batter usually bats, you know what inning the batter usually hits well, or you know what a tennis star usually does, or you know what a golfer usually hits, then you sort of get used to what their numbers are. You get used to looking at a coin a while. You get used to knowing what that coin's numbers are. And the best way to get introduced to coins is just look at them. Just look at them. It is free to go in the Gemini app and look at them. The best advice I always have to viewers is just look at the coin. Start looking at the chart and get used to and familiar. Oh, okay, I've been looking at. You don't have to look at 50 coins. Just look at 1 or 2 or 3 to start, and you get used to it. All right, now let's go over where the market is today. It was up this morning, and then it started to tinker out. And then some coins that were up 30% this morning were barely up later in the day. What? What's going on here? One of the wonderful things of a lot of the platforms like Gemini, which I'm going to jump back to right now, is that you have the ability when you go into the platform to click on a link. You see the third column over there that organizes the coins based upon their movements in the last 24 hours. So I just clicked it. Now I'm ranking them based upon the worst performing coins. Now let's click it again and see it's based upon the top performing coins. Interesting. Now, 2 minutes before I went on air, Live Peer, which you see down here, see I just made it blue underlying with my mouse. Live Peer, 2 hours before I went on air, was number 1 on its movement for today. This morning, AMP was number 1 for many hours, and then suddenly AMP was barely in the top 20%. So this is a great indicator of where coins are moving. I'm going to get back to that in a second. All right. How can you buy and sell coins? What are the 3 investment approaches? Number 1, the first approach you could potentially consider is buying and holding. Buying and holding, there are 3 coins that I like for buying and holding. They are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Doge. What do I mean by holding? How long am I holding? Over a year. At least a year, maybe a couple of years. So let's say it's $100. It's not money. It's not $100 that you anticipate to need to have access to. It's something you just want to put into Bitcoin and come back to it in a little bit of time. And when you come back to it, what will happen? Bitcoin will go to 100,000. Ethereum will go to 10,000. So what should be your buy and hold numbers on coins? I'm going to tell it to you right now. So Bitcoin, I would buy Bitcoin at 31,000 on a dip and hold. And it'll go to 100,000 in either a year or a few years. It went to 32,000 today. So yeah, I mean, if you really don't care too much, you could have bought it at 32 today. It has not gone in the 20s anytime recently. So 32,000 today would have been a good buy number. 33 would have been a less of a buy number. And 34 is, why not buy it at 33? Maybe you were rushing around and we're not nearby the computer. Ethereum, a 1,500, a 1,700, a 1,900 is a great buy and hold number. It is only going to 1,900 recently. So this is a far more aggressive number. And clearly Ethereum is not at that number right now, as you see. So Ethereum is, in the 22, 24, 20, it did go to 2,200 a few days ago. And finally, Doge. I do like Doge as a buy and hold. And I would not buy it in the 30s. I would buy it about 28, 29. Now, if you bought Doge in the 30s, what are you anticipating to do with Doge? You're going to have to hold it. Now, you all have to gauge how much return you want on your money. If you're buying Ethereum at 1,500 and selling it at 10,000, you could do the math. That's a nice return. If you're buying Bitcoin at 31,000, selling at 100,000, that's not even 3 times your money. If you're buying Doge and looking to sell out at 34 cents and looking to sell out at $1, that's not even 3 times your money. So when you're buying and holding, you need to know really what you're buying it for and when you look to sell out at. Is sometimes other options, other strategies better? Yes. And those are buying and flipping and also day trade. And let's go into buying and flipping. Buying and flipping is the second approach. When you want to buy a coin and sell it within 3 days. And which coins give you those opportunities? Those are coins that you bought during a market correction where the market was down, and then you sold it as the market came out of the correction. Here's the example. Markets like this, day after day after day after day, which has been sort of the last few days, day after day after day. And then suddenly, bam, it goes down. When it's down, you're going to buy. And then when it goes back to where it was, you're going to sell. Pretty easy. So what is the potential return you want? You want to look for 200% return your money, double your money, or 300% return your money. If you can't do that, then you don't want to do it. And where are the coins right now? They're in the mid-range. So here's an example. Let's use an example. Coin that goes from $1 to $2. It's currently $1.50. You don't want to do it now because you're not going to make a lot of money on it. So which coins are the coins you can do that with? Those are the following. They are Polygon. And you see currently Polygon, it struggled yesterday but never got that low. Polygon, you want to buy at 80 cents, sell it at $2. It has done that twice before, but you have to be patient. It got to about $1 yesterday. It didn't get lower, so I would not have bought it there. Decentraland has really taken a hit in the last 2 days. It got as low as 60 cents, but I like it at 50 cents out at $1, double my money. And then we go to Live Peer, which I'm going to come back to in a second. You want that $11 out of 33, triple your money. Now, some of you may have said, I'm just happy going from 20 to 30, and it did go to 20 yesterday. And then finally, Engine Coin, you can do in 80 cents out of $2 as well. All right, what is my third opportunity? Today was really the third situation. If you notice, there's certain situations that only manifest themselves for investing. The buy and holding, you have to have a market down. So you have to be buying Ethereum and Bitcoin and Doge at a down market. That's pretty obvious. And the Polygon, the Engine, the Decentraland, the Live Peer, you have to wait for them to get really cheap. So the market has to be down. Yeah. So that event can't occur if the market is up. Right. So what about the third buying strategy? It's this one, and it can be done in today's environment, at least today's activity. And that is day trading. You're buying a coin and getting into the position, buying the coin and selling it within a few hours. So you have to be able to watch this coin. It's for someone who has the ability and access to the phone or the computer and can go in and get out of the position, buy and then sell. Here is an example. Coins do give sometimes 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100% return movement in a 24-hour window. They do. And if you're happy with that type of money, then this is a big opportunity. And guess what? You can do this day after day. So you do it one day and you do it the next day. Guess what? That's more than, if you do 20% on Monday and then get out and then you do 20% again on Tuesday, that's no longer 20%. It's now, you're now doing a lot better than that. So let's look, for example, back at Live Peer to understand why Live Peer suddenly was acting as it was today. This, again, is the one-day chart of Live Peer. How did the day start? 25. Where's Live Peer? 27. Am I day trading a $2 price increase? No, of course not. That's only 10% of my money. I don't want to make 10% return on my money. Now let's look and see where Live Peer was yesterday. Okay, so now I clicked on the second button. So I'm going out and looking at a 7-day chart. So I'm looking further. I want to look at yesterday's activity. Live Peer went down to 24 yesterday. Okay. And today it's 27. That's $3 movement. I like that a little bit better. Now we're getting into about 30% return on my money. There you go. So how do we anticipate these events? Let's look at what is happening right now on Gemini. If you're on Gemini right now and you see how I have organized coins based upon where the change is, when I went on air, Live Peer was number one. But within just a second, AMP was number one. Now, if you were with me on Morning's Crypto, AMP was up 30% this morning, I believe it was, and was number one, and slowly fell off the list. Live Peer, when I started running this recording with you, was up 16%. Now it's only up 8%. So you see how situations change quickly. Why do coins do that? let's open AMP's chart for this today. As we look at AMP is here first. You see I just underlined AMP on the first line. It's now blue. Let's click on AMP. Okay, now you're looking at the 24-hour chart. So here was AMP. This was this morning, and this is about, you see where my mouse is on the swing up the mountain? This was morning's crypto about here. AMP was way up at that point. It was way up. And at that point, it was the top performing coin in coinmarketcap.com of the day. It started the day as low as, about 5 cents. And look how quickly it just started to run up. So look at this position. Now, if you understand where we are right now, 6 cents, and we started the day at 5 cents, get ready for an oh my gosh moment. I'm going to click on the 7-day chart. Okay, now we're on the 7-day chart. How low were we yesterday? We were 4 cents, and today we're 7 cents. People, that is an enormous return on your money in just 24 hours. 4 cents to 7 cents? Yes. Before that, let's go out 7 days. How far has AMP run? Let's go back. Now, this is the third market crash of 2 weeks ago. 3 cents. So very interesting. I want you to use this as sort of as a learning tool. It rebounded from the third market crash of 3 cents, went up to 5 in a very short period of time. That was a very nice return some people made. And look what happened. It lost all its gains and went right back to now 3. Do you notice that? Yeah. So if you bought it at 3 and sold at 5, congratulations, see my mouse. But if you held it, you got, oh, darn it. You said, darn it, because you went right back down to 3 cents. But look how long it took it for it to go from 3 cents all the way to today. It's been 3 weeks. It's been 3 weeks for it to go from 3 cents to 6 cents. But it's been 48 hours to go from 4 to 6. It went 1 cent over the last 3 weeks, and then suddenly when it got to 4 cents yesterday, it's gone up 2 cents in 48 hours. So that clearly is a coin that gives you trading opportunities. What are the trading opportunities? There's a lot of different strategies on that coin. You could flip it. I mean, you could have bought it yesterday at 4 and still say, hey, I'm riding it. Maybe I'll get out at 7. I mean, 4 and 7 is huge. 4 and 8 is 4 cents out of 8. 8 cents is huge. But no one would think you can get in and out 4 cents and out at 8 cents in a down market in the last 2 days. But that is what AMP is giving you. So that is an example of a coin that gives you a lot of options, a lot of possibilities on how to trade the position because the coin is running up. Let's go into the going back to CoinMarketCap, go back to Gemini, and let's see if there's any other coins that really give us that opportunity. So we're going to click at the very top of Gemini where it says prices, and then we're going to click on the rank, and we're going to refresh the screen and see if AMP is still first. Okay, AMP is still first. So it's very interesting. Live peer is all the way down here, but after that, there is nothing else really very compelling. So what should you anticipate then for this market this afternoon? Let's go into the split screen. On my right side is coinmarketcap.com. Let me pull up coinmarketcap.com with you and look and see where the market is. Before I press record on this video, we're up at 4%. Now we're up 5%. Wow. In 18 minutes, we went up 1%. Bitcoin is up 9%. Ethereum is up 2%. Now, here's what you need to know is that in any of these coins, you cannot look at the 24-hour chart only, or even look at the 24-hour number only. Why? Because coins took a real bad hit yesterday, and they may not have regained that hit. But how do I find that opportunity for day trading? How do I find that opportunity for that coin like you just saw, that AMP? How do I find that opportunity of a live peer where I get a coin at 4 cents or 3 cents and I sell it at 5 cents in 2 days, which is almost moving from day trading to flipping? How do I find that opportunity? Look and see which coins have 18, 19% movement up currently today. And also use the trick that I just showed you on Gemini, which is rank the coins based upon top movements of the day and see what that coin's doing. So now as we look in the top 10 coins on market cap, nothing is even moving double digits. Interesting. So this morning on Morning's Crypto, coins are up double digit, 10%, 12%. Now they're up 3%. Another flat day. That's not good. It's really not good. Why? Because yesterday we were down double digits or big numbers, and to be only up a few percentage points, not good. So let's pull down on coinmarketcap.com and see if there's any coin that is giving big numbers. There's KUSAMA. So this morning, KUSAMA and Aave, two coins which I recommended before these three market crashes, were giving big returns. Let's look back and see what KUSAMA and Aave were before these three market crashes. So more than 3 weeks ago, I was recommending Polygon, Cardano, KUSAMA, Aave, Solana, and Synthetic. And at the time, viewers were making about 30% return on it very quickly. You see at the bottom of the screen, KUSAMA was $450 when I recommended it. It went quickly to $604. Remember, you don't have to buy the whole coin, so you don't have to spend $450. But that, you just want to look at the percentage of increase. That's a huge run. I think it was almost 35%. And then it pulled back to 578. My price prediction was 700. Aave on the right had nearly almost the same type of numbers. Again, you don't have to buy the whole coin. Here's what you need to know is that coming out of those three market crashes, Aave and KUSAMA did not rebound themselves well. So what happened was Aave and KUSAMA were still down while other coins were rebounding. Well, Aave and KUSAMA over the last few days have had nice runs. 16% for KUSAMA right now. KUSAMA had a big number yesterday. Any other coin making interesting moves? We're currently at 47 on market capitalization. Nothing else. Yesterday we saw Curve. Yesterday we saw UMA. And there is Bitcoin Gold, which we saw on Morning's Crypto. We saw Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin Diamond making big runs. And I'll be going over them in 1 second. So Bitcoin Gold up 28%. That is huge. That is for today, folks. Yeah, that's for today. I think Bitcoin Diamond is probably going to come up in a second. Everything else is so far flat. There is Bitcoin Diamond up 50% for today. All right. So why is Bitcoin Diamond and Bitcoin Gold up 50% in 1 day? And what are they? And how do I buy them, or should I buy them? Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin Diamond were two of the coins that this channel originally detailed on its very first crypto recording. I don't even have the graphic for it. And why did I detail them? Because Bitcoin Diamond was up so much. It was during the time in which coins were just running from February to May. Bitcoin Diamond is a coin that just absolutely looks wonderful when it has a run. And so is Bitcoin Gold, but Bitcoin Diamond especially. Can you buy it on Gemini? No. Can you buy it on Coinbase? Not quite sure. Can you buy it on these sort of tier 2 platforms? Yeah. You can. I think you can buy it on crypto.com. But why do I not like Bitcoin Diamond or Bitcoin Gold? I like it for buying it, watching it literally like it's your child, and getting out of it as quickly as you can as soon as it downturns. Why? Because people lost their shirt in Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin Diamond when it had its initial run. Let me tell you with what Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin Diamond's chart looks like, just generally. It was once a very big, wonderful chart and then tanked, and now it's trying to have a nice run again. Well, if you look out, beyond 3 months on Bitcoin Diamond and Bitcoin Gold, you're going to be shocked. It's going to look like a car crash you're looking at. What is that? Oh, goodness. You're going to say, what is that thing? Yeah, you're a scary coin, are you? But you're trying to get a run now. Well, I'll run with you, but I am not going to get engaged to you. I'm certainly not going to marry you because I don't like the way you play. But maybe I'll hang out with you for a few drinks and just, get 300% return on my money for a few days and get out. So that is an example of two coins that have massive numbers. They're in the top 100 of CoinMarketCap.com tonight. Massive movements, 50% in just 24 hours. If you look at the last 2 days, Bitcoin Diamond's been doing this for a few days now. But boy, look out further past 3 months, you'll be, what is that? Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right. So now let's go into, now that you know the three the buying techniques, let's recap and understand where we can go into tonight. First, buying and holding. Bitcoin buying at 31,000, holding it a couple years. Ethereum buying at 1,500, 1,700, 1,900, holding for a few years. Doge buying in the 20s, like 29, 28, holding it for a few years. That's the first opportunity. Second opportunity, waiting for the market to correct. Well, we don't have that yet. And that would be for your Polygon, in at 80 cents, out at $2. Decentraland, in at 50 cents, out at $1. Almost there, actually. Decentraland's at 70 cents. Engine, in at 80 cents, out at $2. And finally, LivePeer, in at $11, out at $3. LivePeer is really holding up. Then finally, we have our day trading. Well, there's a lot of opportunities throughout the day for day trading. And ultimately, sometimes I probably will not be able to give you the heads up that, hey, this coin is on a big tear. But you have seen in the last few days where we've had coins like KUSAMA and Aave have more than one day up. We've had coins where Curve or AMP that have been up now 2 days with big numbers. We've had LivePeer that has been up for about 2 days. And then we've had some coins that sort of had a big attempt of a run and then punkered out. Solana had a big attempt at a run and then punkered out. And so ultimately you have to make sure you're getting in. What I always say is if you want 20, 30% return your money in 24 hours, wonderful. Do it. Get in and get out. If you want to triple your money or 3 days in your money, be patient. You're going to have to wait till the market correction happens, which brings me to, when is the market correction going to happen? I think it's just right in front of us. I just think it's going to happen, and that's it. It's going to be a sudden event. We saw, it was, what day was it? I think it was Monday evening where we started to downturn, and we really thought that opportunity was going to happen, and it just pulled right out. Or maybe it was Tuesday, where we saw Polygon get to $1, and it's like, get to 80 cents, get to 80 cents. And it just came right out of it and went right back to $1.50. So we need a more abrupt fall. We need a more abrupt fall. We can't have this sort of erosion drop. And that is probably how we're going to hit. But the warning signals are there. Bitcoin at 35,000, under 35,000. Yep. Ethereum at 2,500 or less. Yep. You only need one warning signal. You got two, and they're both doing it for more than a day. That suggests we're going lower. We're going lower. And here's what you also need to know. On your sell side, do your analysis, because these coins have not gone that high in the month of late May and early June. Understand how high your coin will go. So do not use, I'm not talking about Polygon or the coins I'm talking about in this recording. I'm talking about if you're using your own coins and you're doing this analysis. Understand the market has not been that strong on the high side since late May to late June. So do not use your sellout point when you're going to get out of the coin as something from February or March, because we're not seeing those prices. So when we're talking about Decentraland in the 50 cents, out of $1, yeah, we saw those in May. We saw them in late May. I'm not looking at February numbers because I don't think you can get February numbers or March numbers anymore, at least not yet. So I want you to be understanding what May numbers are for buying in and selling out. May numbers, June numbers for buying in and selling out. Don't use February or March as your benchmark. And with that, thank you for joining me on a big night of Evening's Crypto. Boy, let's look at where that market is one final last time tonight. It's important to understand that coins have big movements throughout the day. And let's actually just use Gemini as our analysis. So this is where we were just a second ago. We started the broadcast with LivePeer number 1. Then LivePeer is not even, it's underneath the LA logo at this point. It's number, 6 down there? And suddenly AMP went back to number 1. Let's refresh the screen and see where they are now. Ooh, about the same. So about the same. So something really happened for a lot of coins in the time of this recording. Also, you may use the downtrending analysis as also sort of as also help. So here's Polygon. As you see my my mouse, here's Polygon. It is the fourth most down coin right now on Gemini, but not low enough for us to go. And with that, always drop your comments. I love to hear all your comments, and I'm here to answer your questions. What other coins you want to hear about? What other questions you want to ask about? When and where you want to get into a coin position, or how to get in a coin position? Always drop your questions. I love them, and I love the interactions with you. This channel will be expanding soon into stock analysis as well. So get ready with your stock questions. And as always, stay informed, stay focused. Have a beautiful evening. Don't miss anything across the board. Thank you for joining me on Evenings Crypto, and join me tomorrow morning on Mornings Crypto 9:30. Stay informed, stay focused, subscribe, hit that like button, and stay with LALATE for more.